Hi, and welcome to this week's edition of the Lake Report. I'm Katie Sartoris, the local news editor at the Daily Commercial, and your host here on the Lake Report. We've got lots to cover today, and Mayor Mike Pederson is joining us later in the show to talk about the City of Leesburg's 2022-2023 budget. Let's get started with some headlines. Lake County Schools started a new school year on Wednesday. We've got some adorable photos from the first day of school up on dailycommercial.com. But the school district started the new year with a staffing shortage. The district is still short dozens of teachers, teachers' assistants, and bus drivers. And it's not that the Human Resources Department isn't trying. The district just reached agreements for raises in teacher pay, as well as pay increases for non-instructional employees. The agreement also includes a $1,000 critical shortage bonus for bus drivers and other hard-to-fill positions. District leaders are now hopeful that the increases will help the district recruit and retain bus drivers and other employees as school staffing shortages make headlines across Florida and nationwide. In other school news, the Lake County School District is implementing a new crisis response system for the 2022-23 school year. The new system employs state-of-the-art panic buttons to protect staff and students. To read more about the new system, go to dailycommercial.com. Early voting for the primary election began Thursday in Lake County and Saturday in Sumter County. A dozen locations throughout Lake County are now open from 10 a.m. through 6 p.m. for early voters every day until August 20th. Sumter County voters have 7 locations to choose from that are open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. through August 20th. Speaking of elections, we reached out to the 6 candidates running for the 2 contested seats on the Lake County School Board. They gave us some insight into their backgrounds and goals should they be elected. To learn more about their positions and for what you need to know about early voting in Florida's primary election, visit dailycommercial.com. In our Dine section this week, we featured the Argonaut Bar and Lounge in Tavares. From the same owners as the Nautilus Coffee Company comes this interactive submarine-themed bar loosely based on, you guessed it, Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. The bar opened earlier this summer and is known for its signature drinks and small plates. Ready to explore uncharted waters aboard the Argonaut? Read more on dailycommercial.com. Of course, you'll find more news on our website and in the pages of the Daily Commercial. Homes in Partnership is a local nonprofit that helps provide safe, decent, and affordable housing to low to moderate income people. In this next segment, you'll learn about what the organization does and how. Let's take a look.
A few years ago, we had Homes in Partnership, HIP, come in and do a presentation. And Homes in Partnership is one of the leading providers of affordable homes, not only in this area, but throughout Central Florida.
CEO of Romac Lumber Company introduced me to Homes in Partnership. They got together and they created this so all the employees was able to, get some affordable housing and stuff like that. So that's how it happened.
This one to us is very important, near and dear to our heart, and it's always great when you can do it with partners and friends who help kind of carry the load and make sure that people get what they need to have sustainable lives.
The beauty of our program is that it's 100% financing, and with that there can be sometimes no down payment or additional funds that are needed to purchase a home.
It was a real nice and easy process and satisfying.
Andre is a 22-year employee of our trust plant, and he has done a great job for all these years. And I couldn't think of a more well-deserving person than Andre Graham.
Mr. Graham is now going to cut the ribbon and invite us into his brand new home.
I love it. It came out beautiful and just what I expected.
So it's just a great day for Leesburg to see a new homeowner bring his family here and raise them in one place, hopefully for 30 years, to be a good resident of the City of Leesburg, to make our city even stronger.
What a great program. Don't touch that dial. When we come back, Mayor Mike Pederson joins us to talk about the city's upcoming budget. But before we go to break, check out this video from Leesburg High School's Jacket Family Kickoff, a celebration before the start of the new school year.
The purpose of today is to welcome and celebrate our teachers and staff as they come back for the 2022-2023 school year with our Jacket family. Our goal this year is to celebrate and lead our teachers to success. We would like to thank the City of Leesburg for donating the Venetian Center to us. We would like to also thank the Church of the Lakes for their sponsorship for today as well. Our theme for today is Believe. And our goal is to make sure that we believe in our family and everything that we do at Leesburg High School, which is driven by our vision statement through our collective belief, skill, and will. Each Leesburg student will graduate with the skills necessary for success in either a college or a university, a career, or the military.
Welcome back to this week's special edition of The Lake Report, a creative partnership between Leesburg's Lakefront TV and the Daily Commercial. This weekly magazine show features news and event coverage from around our community, and we're always looking for story ideas. Do you have one? We'd love to hear it. Shoot us an email at lakefront@leesburgflorida.gov. It's budget season, and the Leesburg City Commission will be finalizing its budget in the coming months. Joining us now is Mayor Mike Pederson to talk about some of the highlights in the city's upcoming budget. Mike, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Katie. Nice to be here with you.
So let's talk generally here about the budget process. How is that going, and when will it be finalized?
Okay, we had 3 budget workshops in July. I can say they were actually some of the shorter budget meetings we've had, which is a compliment to our city manager for his strong recommendations. It appears the commission was pretty much in agreement on most of the items recommended. So we'll now go to formal approval of the budget in the City Commission meeting on September 23rd.
Okay. And the City Commission will set a millage rate or a tax rate, which will dictate how much property owners will pay to the city. Have you set one yet?
No, not yet. That will be formally approved on the 23rd. Right now, the millage rate is 4.0192. That was a slight rollback in last year's budget. We may leave it the same. We might do a very, very small rollback. But with all the projects we have going on, which we're going to discuss here, I believe the Commission is going to hold it constant at least one more year. Okay.
So I understand there are a lot of projects in the budget, including some renovations for the city marina.
Yes. So the city marina, the building we have there, facility, I guess, is just an old building. It's in bad shape. The staff is recommending that the building just be replaced. There's talk of a 1,000 square foot building or a 2,000. The difference being if we built a larger facility, it would probably give us room for like a small snack shop or something like that for the boaters. We're also considering expanding the wet slips. We do have a waiting list at the marina, so I think it would make sense. If the residents want more boat slips, I think we should be providing those.
Yeah. The sports tourism is a big thing here in Leesburg. The city's Sleepy Hollow Sports Complex has played host to the NCAA Division I softball tournament for a few years now. What's planned for the Sleepy Hollow complex and Susan Street sports facilities?
Okay, so as you know, we did host the Women's Big Ten, and it was very successful. We've actually hosted it 2 years in a row, and I think in light of that, that's led to a lot of discussion on taking Sleepy Hollow more in the direction of a softball complex, and then in the same breath, I'll come back to that. And in the same breath, taking Susan Street and making it really versatile fields that would be football, soccer, lacrosse. The idea is the facilities would be large enough to then use them for sports tourism, bring people in. I also think it's good for our youth, to play on better fields, experience first-class facilities. And I've even had parents tell me it would be easier to have, events at the same facility versus running their kids all over town. So there's a lot of good reasons to make Sleepy Hollow more of a softball complex, and Susan Street a versatile football, soccer, lacrosse. So the commission appears to be in agreement on that, and that'll be great for our city.
Mm-hmm. Now there was just some work done on the Pat Thomas Stadium. Are there any more plans for that?
Yes, Pat Thomas Stadium, believe it or not, it was built in 1937. And It was, I'm sure there's been work along the way, but it was due for some repairs and makeover. And the City Commission did approve a fair amount of money in last year's budget. The stadium was greatly improved. I've said this before, if you're going to do a project, I've always felt like I'm fiscally responsible, but I'm also famous for saying, if you're going to do a project, do it right. And the volunteers at the stadium have some more recommendations they want. So I think we are going to go ahead and approve a few more dollars out there. My understanding is they want to improve the field some more. They need better fans up in the, air fans up in the stadium for the spectators. And I think the concession booth, my understanding, needs some more work. So that group does a great job out there. That's the home of the Leesburg Lightning and the Leesburg High Yellow Jackets. And if you've noticed it, since we've did the prior renovations, it really looks nice.
Yeah.
Every time I drive by it or stop at that red light there and look at it, it looks great. I'm very proud of that.
Yeah. Another park slated for improvements is the John L. Johnson Park. What's planned for that?
Nothing too major, but if you've noticed at Venetian Center and there at Pat Thomas, the city's kind of come up with this new decorative fencing you see, and I think we're going to take that fencing, that model, and put it along Highway 441 and draw more attention to that park. And I think beyond that, really just resurfacing the basketball courts and just cleaning that park up a little bit. It's overdue, and the residents of Pine Street, that's what they want, so we're happy to deliver on that. Right.
And you mentioned Pine Street. There's been a lot of work on the Pine Street revitalization project. What are the next steps for that?
So the City Commission did approve the design proposal probably a few months ago. So the design is out for bid, and it's my understanding that you'll see construction renovation, not widening, but just construction renovation of Pine Street beginning this fall.
Wow.
So that's great.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like there's also some renovations coming to the partnership in the Leesburg Center for the Arts building. What can you tell me about those?
Okay, so there was some discussion of knocking that building down. Of course, we would find other homes for the partnership and Center for the Arts. But that's a good location for those two groups. The building seems to work well for them, so it was kind of hard for me to justify knocking it down. So I believe the consensus is to keep the building in place versus knocking it down for more parking. And it needs, I think, about $250,000. Once again, just to do it right. I think there's roof leaks, AC problems. But we've been just putting Band-Aids on that building for the last 5 years, and it's just time to go ahead and, those two organizations deserve a nice building. So I believe that the Commission appears to be in agreement on that as well.
Let's talk about growth for a moment. South Leesburg in particular is growing very rapidly, and the Commission will be considering some more developments in that area in the coming months. Plus the Villages is growing down there. I understand there's a sewer project to accommodate that growth.
Yes, you referenced all the growth down there. It's tremendous. The Villages will be breaking ground this fall, or selling homes, I guess, this fall. So it is amazing. Plus all the other developments. All municipalities like us, have a duty to provide, basic services, water, sewer, police, fire. In our case, in South Leesburg, with all this tremendous growth, we have had to, not a sexy subject, but we've had to greatly expand our sewer facility down there in Oklahoma. And we actually just closed on a $30 million bond to fund that. With the growth down there, by the time we finish the expansion, we'll probably have to expand it again. But that's a good problem for our city, that we are growing. People want to move here.
Once budget season is over, it's election season, but there's a change in districts this year. Can you explain that?
Okay, so with the growth in our city, specifically to the south, we felt like we needed to. The City Commission felt like we needed to go from 3 districts and 2 at large to 5 districts to more fairly, better have representation for the entire city, the entire community. That was a referendum in the November 2020 election. It was approved by the residents of Leesburg. The Commission approved that ordinance. So we now have 5 districts in Leesburg. Let's see, so districts 1 and 2 now represented by Dan Roebuck and John Christian, who term out. So we have actually 2 candidates running for both of those seats. District 4 is my district, and luckily I was unopposed in this coming up election, so I will be continuing on City Commission for another 4 years. But the key there is being sure we have representation throughout our entire city, and every area of our city is properly represented.
Right, right. Mike, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Katie. Always good seeing you. Thank you.
Yes. When we come back, we check in with Joanie Smalley with the Leesburg Partnership for this month's Main Street Update. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Downtown Leesburg is booming with renovations and the addition of 5 new businesses, including the Rich Hippie Boutique opening this weekend. Here's the Leesburg Partnership's Executive Director, Joanie Smalley, with our Main Street Update.
Hello, Leesburg. This is Joanie Smalley, the Executive Director of the Leesburg Partnership, and I'm here to give you the Main Street Update. So we're looking forward to this fall. There's a lot going on in downtown Leesburg. We have a couple businesses, one that has relocated onto Pine Street, Midday Candle, and there's Cotton's Kitchen, and there are other businesses that are looking to open there on Pine Street, right across from our brand new aquatic center that has new fall hours. We also have 5 new businesses that'll be coming into the downtown area that we hope to be opening really soon. And we also have this Saturday the grand opening of the Rich Hippie. It's right here on Main Street. We're real excited to have them down here. And don't forget, coming into the fall, to support your local small businesses. So starting October 1st, there's so much happening in Leesburg. The Leesburg Partnership is starting a new event. It's called End of Summer Splash. We're going to have a 5K by Summer Sports. We have wakeboarding, all kinds of water sports, beach volleyball, and what is even more fun is that we are going to have an invasion of pirates and mermaids, and then we will have a pirate and mermaid costume contest. So get your costumes together and come down to Ski Beach on Saturday, October 1st. It all starts at 8 a.m. and it'll go till 2 p.m. We also have our Scarecrow build-off, which is Saturday, October 8th. We'll continue with our second Saturday car show, but we are going to partner with the Leesburg Center for the Arts, and they're going to bring the art walk into the second Saturday, so that'll be really exciting. We also are going to have our Boo Bash October 29th. We're going to do a movie in the square that night and do a Halloween pub crawl. In November, look out for the chili cook-off to come back. The Chamber is hosting that in Town Square. We'll have our craft beer and wine and food festival in Town Square again. We have the Christmas stroll. This year we're going to move it till Saturday, November 26th. We'll start it at noon in Town Square and it'll be all downtown. It's Shop Small Saturday, so don't forget that. We have Christmas parade, Christmas house. The Center for the Arts is also doing Jamberg on Saturday, November 19th. We have the Chamber's golf tournament. So all kinds of things are going to be coming up in the fall. And don't forget, the mall has all kinds of great events coming up. Gator Harley has some events coming up. The library, school's back in, so we'll have homecoming parade, all kinds of things. So you can download Navigate the Burg for more information, or go to leesburgpartnership.com, and we'll have our calendar of events coming up. Thank you for watching Lakefront TV. For more information about what's going on in Leesburg, go to leesburgflorida.gov. Don't forget to support your local businesses, share a little sunshine, and I hope to see you downtown.
Thanks, Joanie. Lots is going on downtown. The Melon Patch Theater's 72nd season has officially begun with the opening of their newest show, August Osage County. There's still time to get your tickets, and if you can't make this one, there's plenty more coming this season. Here's Dustin Levine with what's growing at the Patch.
I'm Dustin Levine, the Executive Director at the Melon Patch Players, and we're very excited to announce that we will be opening August Osage County this Friday, August 12th, and will run through August 28th. It's a little different from many of the shows that we do. We oftentimes pick comedies or something a little lighter, but this is very much a dark comedy, and some would say a dramedy. It's about a family that has to come together after the disappearance of their father, and the problems that ensue after years of having not been together. All of those old family secrets get opened up, and the explosions happen on stage. We think you will really enjoy it. We will warn that it is a mature show. It has a lot of language, and it does have some very mature themes. But we think if you can get past the rough edges of this, you'll really appreciate the beauty of the story and how it can ring true to many of us. We always have to try to grow and push ourselves in new directions, so we chose something that we thought would be a challenge not only for us as a theater, but for our actors. And we think it will also challenge our audiences. We do hope you'll give it a chance and look forward to seeing you here at the Melon Patch. We've got a lot of really fun things brewing here at the Melon Patch. We've tried to do some different things with our season, some things that can engage new audience members, and we're really hoping that it will sell across to people that maybe have never been here before. One thing we are bringing back is in October, we have our haunted house. This one is Manor of Madness, and this is a live action interactive haunted house where you will get to come onto our stage and get scared by all of our wonderful scare actors that do this. We also have a fully youth-produced production of Voices from the Holocaust. This is something that's been compiled by our very own Jennifer Mendez, and our youth are going to take on every aspect of it, from directing, lighting, set design, and acting on stage. We really want to give a chance to see our youth grow into the different positions the theater has to offer and show them it's not just what you see on stage, but there are so many more people that go into seeing that final product. And we're very excited that this will be happening on September 17th and September 18th, 7 p.m. for those. And we do hope you'll come out and support our youth as they endeavor to do this. We have some other things happening. We do have a family Christmas special happening in December. And then we have a few very funny, very big shows. The Play That Goes Wrong in January, and in honor of it, I am wearing my SpongeBob shirt for the SpongeBob musical, which will be in March. For more information, you can visit www.melonpatchplayers.org. There you will find season ticket information, show information, and just about anything else you'd like to know about the Patch. We do hope you will come see what's growing at the Melon Patch.
Thanks, Dustin. For more information about the upcoming season or how to become a member, check out melonpatchplayers.org. Well, that's all the time we have for this week. We hope you enjoyed the show. To catch it again or to watch more episodes of The Lake Report, log on to Lakefront TV's YouTube channel. And of course, don't forget to follow The Daily Commercial and Lakefront TV on Facebook for the latest. Until next time, get out there and explore this beautiful place we all call home.